sick. Okay, this car's going away. Let's go.
So, okay, you want me to help him to push?
Yeah. No, stand here. What next? Oh, I don't know.
This is
Golden Radio, happy to die.
music you love right here, right now.
Stranger and thing.
Wicked.
Seri Makabuni, classic boy. Oh lo 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 lo. You are feeling fly, cause I know get back. You dey follow sugar daddies, no they too chatty, yeah. I dey wonder why. Baby, do me like this, oh. You can do me like that, oh, eh. Below ya be humble. No money, no trouble. Oh, baby, no fumble. I love you, she know you. No money, they open. I'm feeling your hustle with everything you do, yeah. At the end of the day, you know I love you. Nobody find passion. Yeah. Nobody find passion. Oh, baby, no they kaku. Nobody find passion. Nobody find passion. Nobody find passion. I don't want to trouble. Nobody find passion. Nobody find passion. Nobody find passion. Oh, yeah, I know that. Nobody find passion. Nobody find passion. Nobody find passion. Baby, me I know say nobody perfect, oh, perfect, oh. See every other day you dey play me like cassette, oh, cassette, oh. Say make I no lie, say make I no lie, you dey do me strong, oh. Tell me I like Bambi, oh. Shawty, you too sweet, girl, I go need it, I go trade you. Call me when you're ready, oh, show body, yeah. You too fine, but you get bad character. Any my way, and I must to get that.
All right, good morning and welcome to Good Morning Core City right here on 106.9 FM Going to Radio, and it's certainly a very beautiful Tuesday morning. First of all, we sincerely apologize for starting far behind schedule.
And not being around for like 2 days now.
Yes.
I've missed being on, sitting here with Chike in the morning and, just having fun together. And of course, I know you guys missed us too.
3 days, my. So you missed me. Oh, Chime. All right, thank you so much. And we sincerely apologize for not being around for 2 days, and it's actually due to circumstances beyond our control.
Right.
But then we are back, we are better, and of course, as we always do it, we help you navigate through the murky waters of the day, and certainly help you understand that you have all it takes to make the day count. And I'm so glad to be in the studio with my pretty lady with the golden voice, Esther.
Likewise. I feel the same too.
All right, if you just joining us, this is Good Morning City right here on 106.9 FM Going to Radio. And my name is Chike, and of course, this is Esther sitting beside me. Remember, you can join us live on YouTube at Going to Radio 106.9 FM and on Facebook at 106.9 Going to Radio. And certainly, you're going to see myself and the pretty lady. Esther, you're looking very astonishing this morning.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Chike. Actually, no, I look good this morning.
Look at the
hair.
I like that. No, Esther, you don't graduate to...
Yes, sir. We're no longer blushing again. We're now owning our beauty. You know what I mean?
All right, so right here, Good Morning City. Remember how we always do it. We are going to tell you how you're going to feel today, how you are meant to feel today, and Esther is ready with that.
Always.
And that will take us to the weather report, and afterwards we're going to short break, and when we come back we'll look through our top stories for today. But first of all, let's tell you how you are supposed to feel today, and Esther is ready. Today, 24th February 2026.
Alright guys, good morning City, and happy Monday, the 24th of February 2026. We are in a brand new week, and just like that, February is gradually drawing to a close, right? The year is moving, time is moving, and so are you, so are we, right? So even if it doesn't feel like it, just remember that actually things are actually moving, and even though your progress might be small, you're actually moving. Now maybe this month has stressed you, maybe it has taught you patience, maybe it has required more strength than you expected, but here you are, awake, breathing, showing up again, and that alone is something to be grateful for. This Tuesday, right?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Monday. This Tuesday is not asking you to be extraordinary, okay? It's asking you to be intentional. So you need to just start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Let your progress be steady rather than rush, okay? If you've been carrying worries about finances, work, school, family, or personal goals, I need you to release the pressure to fix everything at once. Handle today. Tomorrow will come with its own grace, okay? And as this month slowly wraps up, take a quiet moment to reflect. What have I learned? Where have I grown? What can I improve? Growth is not something that is always loud. Sometimes it's hidden in endurance. So as you go through today, guard your peace. Speak life over yourself. Trust that God is aligning things you cannot see. And be kind to yourself. The same grace you extend to others, make sure you're extending the same grace to yourself. And remember to smile always. Remember that you're never fully dressed without a smile. Take a cue from me. I'm always smiling. And from both I and Chike here, wishing you an amazing day, hoping that you have a focused mind, a steady heart, and a renewed strength for the week ahead.
All right, thank you so much, Esther. You're never fully dressed without a smile, and that's a signature. That's one signature I love about Esther.
Always smiling, but sometimes I'm actually tempted to just frown and. But at the end of the day, this is who I am. I smile for a living.
I'd like to see you frown your face. I've never seen you frown your face, actually.
Really?
Yes.
Let me try.
Frown.
I can't even do it.
Let the forehead like shrink small.
I can't even do it. Don't worry, we'll try again another day.
All right, thank you so much, Esther. That's always refreshing hearing you tell us those beautiful words, and of course it's a source of encouragement, and certainly it's for everybody to understand that they have it all in them to make it happen. Okay, up next is our weather report, and Esther is ready with the comprehensive weather report this morning.
Thank you for putting comprehensive there, Chike. You get me so much. Good job. All right, for the weather report this morning, as usual, we'll begin with Lagos. The day is largely sunny with a moderate breeze coming in from the south at about 9 miles per hour. The temperatures will rise to a high of 32 degrees, while the night settles at around 24 degrees. Despite the sunshine, the coastal air remains warm and slightly humid, which is typical of late February conditions along the Atlantic shoreline. Now moving inland to Ibadan. In Ibadan, the conditions are sunny with light winds blowing from northwest at approximately 7 miles per hour. The afternoon temperature peaks at a hot 36 degrees before easing to about 23 degrees overnight. The heat builds steadily through the day, making hydration and light clothing essential. And further south in Port Harcourt, there is a slight shift in conditions. While much of the country remains dry, Port Harcourt is expected to experience light rain accompanied by gentle southwesterly breeze at about 6 miles per hour. So the temperatures will climb to about 35 degrees during the day and drop to 22 degrees at night. The rainfall may provide brief relief from the heat, though humidity levels will remain noticeable. Now heading towards the center of the country, Abuja, the city of Abuja sees bright sunny skies and light easterly winds at about 7 miles per hour. The afternoon will be intensely hot, emphasis on intensely hot, with temperatures reaching 37 degrees before cooling to 21 degrees in the evening. Now the dry air will dominate and the heat will feel really sharp, especially in exposed areas. And up north in Kano, the day is sunny with a more noticeable moderate breeze from the southeast at about 14 miles per hour. The temperatures rise to about 32 degrees but would drop significantly at night to about 15 degrees. The stronger winds may stir up dust in some areas, especially in open terrain. So if you're in Kano, just know you're going to be having a very breezy day ahead. And I will round off here at home in Enugu. It's going to be, we have experiencing sunny conditions and light easterly winds at about 5 miles per hour dominate the day. But our afternoon temperatures will reach a high of 37 degrees, while the night cools to around 22 degrees. The heat will remain persistent with little cloud cover to soften the intensity. So overall, today's outlook across Nigeria shows predominantly hot and dry weather with only isolated light rain expected along parts of the coast. The temperatures will remain seasonally high, so staying hydrated and avoiding prolonged exposure to the afternoon sun is strongly advised. So make sure you're going out with your water bottles, or you're just going to buy one. Just know you're going to make sure you are properly hydrated, because it's going to be a hot day overall in Nigeria.
All right, it's going to be a hot day, and of course, stay hydrated. You had Esther, and then ensure that you're properly dressed, just like the way Esther is dressing.
Yes.
We are lights, and the point
breathable
is
clothing,
and then always take your water. Thank you so much, Esther, for that comprehensive weather report.
It's my pleasure.
All right, this is the Good Morning Coast City right here on 106.9 FM, Going the Radio, and of course, remember you can join us live on YouTube at Going the Radio 106.9 FM, and on Facebook at 106.9 Going the Radio, and certainly go online, drop a comment if you like what you're seeing or what you're hearing, and most importantly, if you felt encouraged, energized, and motivated this morning by Esther, drop a comment. We want to hear from you. So we're gonna go on a short musical break right now, and when we come back, we look through our top stories for today. Don't touch the dial, stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
All right.
The bottom on this dial.
We left danger. So, we left danger.
Elle est morte, ya baby. Elle est morte, ya baby. Tell a bit you. I see you queen. Tell a bit you. I see you queen. Congolese boy. I do street boys. Salty boy. I do street boys. Alonzi. Bad bitch make a bend like Bickham. Big cat, think I might break 'em. Big booties on waist, better shake 'em. Shake 'em. I ain't cuffing a hoe when that nigga was broke. None of these bitches fuck with me. Stay in the tracks.
All right, welcome back to Good Morning Coast City right here on 106.9 FM Going the Radio, and of course that was a short break, and that was Alonzi, and hope you had a good time there. All right, remember you can always join us live on YouTube at Going the Radio 106.9 FM, and on Facebook at 106.9 Going the Radio, and join us, drop a comment. We want to hear from you, and we want to know what you think. Right about now, it's time for our top stories for today. Esther, are you ready?
I am ready. All right, for the very first story this morning, all revenue roll, presidency defends Tinubu as legal titans split over executive order. The presidency has defended President Bola Tinubu's executive order, which halted revenue deductions by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and other agencies. It's unconstitutional. The special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, stated that criticism of the directive by the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria demonstrated a lack of understanding of the constitutional supremacy over ordinary legislation. Pengasson is focused on PIA alone. The president's action is based on the Nigerian constitution, which PIA violates in allowing the deductions that the president has now stopped. PIA is not superior to our constitution, Onanuga said in response to inquiries. The Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria had on Friday opposed the presidential fiat, accusing the president of violating the PIA with his revenue retention order. But when the presidential spokesman insisted the union made a knee-jerk reaction without studying the constitutional provisions underpinning the directive. Pengasson should have read the constitution before making his knee-jerk reaction, he said. Onanuga explained that the executive order derives its authority from Section 5 of the 1999 Constitution, which vests executive powers of the Federation in the President, including the maintenance of the Constitution and implementation of federal laws. He said the directive is further anchored on Section 44, subsection 3 of the Constitution, which vests ownership, control, and derivative rights in all mineral oils and natural gas in Nigeria in the government of the Federation. According to the presidential aide, the executive order seeks to restore constitutional revenue entitlements of the federal, state, and local governments, which were taken away in 2021 by the Petroleum Industry Act. Now, the PIA created structure and legal channels through which substantial federation revenues are lost through deductions, sundry changes, and fees. But the union argued that the directive would cripple the company's ability to fund operations and fulfill its statutory obligations, including contributions to the Frontier Exploration Fund, critical for hydrocarbon exploration in 2026. The directive has sparked deep concerns within the Nigerian Upstream and Petroleum Regulatory Commission. However, the presidency maintained that the order is necessary to plug revenue leakages and ensure that funds constitutionally due to all tiers of government are not diverted through statutory deductions.
All right. The thing is, I think, is just a fallout. Is a relative disagreement, and when it comes to revenue deductions by the NNPC, and then what is supposed to be coming to the state coffers. But at the end of the day, what I'm always advocating for is for us to have when it comes to things like this. I don't know why there's always confusion when it comes to the oil industry, where the oil sector is the heartbeat of our economy. So
that's like heart of foreign exchange.
So the presidency is always at the forefront, trying to ensure that things are being done properly. Things are controlled, actually. So things being done properly is another argument altogether. But then I just hope that at the end of the day we find synergy, and then this relative confusion will not be always there. Yeah, presidency has the right, it has the constitutional power to give directive, give presidential orders and all those things, and then it has to be carried out. But at the end of the day, it still shouldn't be in contrast to the constitution.
That's right.
But then let's see how it goes, and then let's see how it gets resolved. Okay, moving forward to our top stories. For today, we have this other story. Again, Falana hits Wike over public holiday for FCT polls. All right, the story has it that human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has challenged the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, to cite any law that empowers him to declare a public holiday or restrict the movement of citizens during the just concluded FCT Area Council election. Falana insisted that the minister lacked the power to declare a public holiday or restrict the movement of residents of the FCT. The legal luminary had, in an interview with Saturday Punch, faulted Wike over the public holiday declared ahead of the Saturday poll, arguing that the minister lacked the authority to do so. He pointed out that only the president, the minister of the interior, and governors were empowered by law to declare federal or state holidays. However, Wike, while speaking with journalists in Abuja on Sunday, cautioned Falana against commenting on every issue, advising the San to always verify and get his facts right before making public remarks. The minister explained that he had the president's approval to restrict movement based on a security report that some individuals were planning to bring hoodlums into the FCT. But Falana, in a statement shared with Punch correspondents on Monday, dismissed Wike's defense, insisting that the minister's action was illegal. Falana also faulted Wike's movement on the election day, arguing that since he was not a registered voter in the FCT, the minister ought to have complied with the restriction order he imposed.
Anyway, but I want to ask so. What is wrong with declaring public holiday on on an election day? Because ever since I'm just saying based on experience, it's usually a day where people just stay at home and you just go and just want to see your perspectives.
Yeah, the
Or
thing
perspective?
is, listening to Falano's argument. His argument is not about the declaration of status of no restriction of movement, but the point is who
He's
is
in-
declaring it.
Who is declaring it?
Yes, the
Okay.
constitutional provision, he has no power to declare it. And then the argument of the minister is saying that he has the approval of the presidency. But then, even if you have the approval of the presidency, based on the constitutional provisions, there should be channels of doing this thing. Now, when in a situation like this, ideally, who is supposed to declare such seat, such restriction of movement? You could
Yes.
get court orders.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
this is Nigeria, and of course, this is Nigeria. So Falano's argument is that this is just an area council election, so you're not supposed to even restrict people's movements. It's not like it's a general
It's a
election.
general election.
Where you need to ideally we shouldn't even be restricting movements based on general election. But I believe that we restrict movements because of the peculiarity of our elections and how how it could be easily hijacked.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's the unfortunate situation we found ourselves where everybody wields arbitrary power, and it seems like nobody's
Anything happens.
nobody's holding them to account. But Falana being a legal luminary over the years
he
and
understands the law.
a strong critic of bad policies, certainly we speak up, and this is him doing his thing.
Wow, that's amazing. Anyways, moving on to the next top story this morning. 2027, Kogi youths raise 100 million naira for Tinubu's nomination form. A group of youths from Kogi State has raised 100 million naira to purchase the presidential nomination form of President Bola Tinubu ahead of the 2027 general election, describing the move as a demonstration of their effort for the president's leadership and reforms. The 100 million naira dummy check was presented to the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Professor Nentawe Yowatda, by the governor of Kogi State, Ahmed Ododo, in Abuja on Monday. Although Tinubu has yet to officially declare his intention to contest the 2027 presidential election, many party leaders and supporters believe he will seek re-election. As a result, several APC organs, including the National Working Committee, National Executive Committee, Zonal Leadership, and the Government's Forum, have declared their support for the president. Speaking to journalists while displaying the 100 million naira check, the APC national chairman described the occasion as one of the happiest moments for the party. He stated that we are seeing young people from Kogi State taking decisive action, not to ask what the government or the president will do for them, but to ask what they can do to support Mr. President so that he will return in 2027 and do much more for the people. Yowatda said the Kogi youth cited reasons such as economic improvement and efforts to address insecurity, among others, for raising funds to purchase the presidential form. What do you think about this? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't even know why you're wowing, because the point is,
Wait.
these are political. These are political gimmicks.
But
And then,
youths, they came together.
they are party youths. Yeah, party youths. The thing is, it's just like I say, it's political gimmicks. So it's season of very soon campaign will begin. Very soon we'll be having rallies, back-to-back rallies, and then. And the thing has already begun. This is the early days
strategies.
of
We could see them.
It's their money, and then it's them trying to send out a message to the president that we are supporting you. And now it's more like they are sowing seed for the bigger thing that will come for them. Well, it's family business. It's not my business.
It's well.
It is well, my sister. It is
money
well.
that we use for area development. Anyways, so who am I?
All right, moving forward to our still on our top stories, we have this one. El-Rufai's nose bled in detention. Wife prevented from delivering his meal. That's coming according to Aid. Muyiwa Adekeye, media advisor to Nasser El-Rufai, has raised concerns over the former Kaduna governor's welfare in detention, alleging that he suffered a nosebleed and that his wife was prevented from delivering his meal directly to him. In a statement issued on Monday, Dekeye said El-Rufai had been in custody for 8 days since he voluntarily reported to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission on February 16, 2026, following an invitation by the commission. According to the aide, El-Rufai was interrogated by the EFCC and granted administrative bail, but remained in custody while his lawyers sought a variation of the bail conditions. Adeke said El-Rufai's continued stay in detention was unjustified. He added that on the evening of February 17, one of El-Rufai's wives was not allowed to deliver his meal to him directly and was instead asked to hand it over to an EFCC official for onward delivery. Adeke further disclosed that El-Rufai suffered an overnight episode of bleeding from his nose while in detention, an incident his lawyers have cited as part of their concerns over his health and access to family and legal counsel. The statement noted that on the 9th of February 18, El-Rufai was transferred from the EFCC to the custody of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission without prior notice to him or his legal team. Adeke said that since his transfer, El-Rufai's lawyers have applied for bail from the ICPC but have yet to receive a response. He added that no remand order has been shown to justify his continued detention beyond the constitutionally permitted period. The aide also said El-Rufai is scheduled to appear in court on February 25 in a fundamental rights enforcement suit against the federal government, the ICPC, and the EFCC and the Department of State Services, seeking an order admitting him to bail. Adeke warned that the alleged treatment of El-Rufai in detention raises serious concerns about his welfare and the observance of due process as legal proceedings commence.
And there you have it. I actually saw this news this morning and I was like, oh, we've been talking about El-Rufai. Let's just continue giving updates about what's happening. So he's currently in detention and he's been interrogated, and I guess
the thing is Nigeria is happening to El-Rufai, and he used to be a benefit. He used to benefit from this, and then he used to also perpetuate this level of perpetual detention to others. Yeah. But then, let them do their work. Yeah. I remember when I said earlier on, it's still family business.
So what you're saying, okay, it's family
affair. It's a family affair. So they will sort themselves out.
Okay. Moving to the next story this morning. Federal government and UK to Nigerians: beware of fake overseas job offers. The National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, in partnership with the British High Commission, has warned Nigerians against deceptive overseas job offers used to traffic unsuspecting victims. The warning came at a survivor-centered event with the theme Confronting the Global Scam Center Crisis, Perspectives of Nigerian Survivors, held in Abuja yesterday. According to NAPTIP and its partners, traffickers lure victims abroad with promises of lucrative employment and now transport them to such countries as Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, and Thailand to carry out sophisticated cyber fraud operations. They advise Nigerians to be wary of such offers, noting that legitimate employers neither recruit through social media, demand upfront payments, nor require travel on tourist visas for employment. The News Agency of Nigeria reports that the event followed a recent trafficking incident involving Nigerian victims in Thailand. A coordinated rescue operation by NAPTIP, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Nigerian Embassy in Bangkok, and the British NGO Eden led to the safe return of 23 victims. This is a good call, I think, because Nigerians, we are getting more gullible because of our desperation and frustration.
I don't understand getting more gullible. We've always been gullible now. It's not like getting more.
Well, I mean, it's increasing because of we are desperate. We just were looking for any means.
It's not increasing anything.
Oh, it has
increased since. In fact, it's only. It's not increasing. There's no new heights. Like I believe we've gotten to the apex. So we are floating at the apex.
So if you're listening to us right now, please do not be deceived, okay? There's nothing that's free. Nothing good comes easy, especially in this country.
You are talking to people who are suffering. Seriously, because
because of the suffering,
there's heavy poverty in the land, and people are vulnerable. So to sell these things to people, and the funny thing is, some people got trafficked, somehow became successful. Out there, and the Nigerian, the typical.
They'll be like, when we get there, we'll find a way.
Yeah, but one point I'm trying to make, the typical Nigerian person is, it will not be my portion, so I will go and I'll win. That's the point, and then you see yourself becoming another victim. So it's an unfortunate thing. I think the major thing is NAPTIP is in the work. It's beautiful for us to come out here and condemn it. But the most important thing is for us to get leadership right. Once we get leadership right, this country will become as productive as we want it to be, and there will not be a need for you to start wanting to gallivant through the world and then looking for, because all the travel is for better life. That's the point. It's not like life is even easier there. You work your hours out, but the point is the money you earn is valuable. Right. And you can use it to get something of value, strong value for you. But right here, you're struggling, and you struggle to earn the
like
money. Inflation will
like
mess.
An ant.
Thank you. I think you finished it. All right, moving forward, we still have another killed as suspected herdsmen attack Benue communities.
Not again. Not again.
It seems like every single day we will be reading stories of attack and attack.
There's no kidnap, it's killing. It's crazy.
Nigeria, one day one attack, one day one kidnap. Alright, so the story has it that at least 2 persons, including a pastor, were reportedly killed following fresh attacks by suspected armed herdsmen on communities in Apa local government area of Benue State. The 2-day incursion also left several residents injured, while many others fled their homes in fear. Affected communities included Oiji, Ojantale, and Ediku, where gunmen reportedly stormed the areas, shooting sporadically and creating widespread panic. A local source said the attackers invaded Ediku Icho on Sunday around 1:45 p.m., catching residents off guard. As the people ran, they laid an ambush and killed 2 persons. A pastor returning from church was among the victims, the eyewitness said. The second victim, identified as Mbede, was allegedly shot at close range during the attack. The source added that the assailants struck again on Monday, targeting Oiji community, but were repelled by local youths with support from security personnel. Some women were reportedly raped during the attacks, while the injured were evacuated to a hospital for treatment.
This is beyond tragic. Again, another incident of insecurity, of killing, of
let's call it what is it. Another unfortunate incident, another evidence of failure in leadership, another
systemic failure,
systemic failure in security, and we can go on and on and on and on, but we know that all we need to fix this thing is for us to get leadership right.
That's right. But I can't help but always feel geez.
It's annoying, actually. It's quite disappointing. Right. It's quite disappointing. But for how long? We could
we can't even be all right, because people are dying every day. People are losing their loved ones. People are still mourning. Is it not the same Benue State that many people were killed last year?
It's same Benue State. State.
Well, moving on to the next story this morning. JAMB. Students must not pay for system failures. And this is coming from P2B. The 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. P2B, has called on the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, to urgently address the difficulties faced by candidates registering for the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, warning that students must not be made to suffer because of administrative shortcomings. Obi raised a concern after observing large crowds and confusion at JAMB's office in Amobia, Anambra State, noting that similar reports have emerged from other parts of the country. The situation, he observed, appears linked to the proscription of several computer-based test centers over alleged infractions. While acknowledging that authorities may have legitimate reasons to sanction erring centers, Obi urged the examination body to adopt a more balanced and humane approach. He suggested that centers under investigation could be permitted to offer limited services under strict monitoring to prevent further violations. He further recommended that where the approval of new centers may take time, JAMB could temporarily utilize previously approved centers under close supervision to reduce the pressure on state offices.
All right, that's it's unfortunate actually, and then this thing keeps recurring year in year out. People keep having issues registering for JAMB. I don't understand. Keep having issues registering for JAMB. You go to a center, CBT center, to register for JAMB in the morning. You stay at the evening.
It's crazy, and then they shut down centers. I know because of some problems, and then you have going through the hassle of opening new centers. I know it's not going to be easy. Then we have shortage of examination centers, and it's going to be hard for these students to get registered. And in fact, the whole jump, I remember when I was applying for jam, it was a very crazy process.
It's actually always a crazy process. I can remember 2 years ago when I was helping one of my cousins apply. It was a crazy process. We went there in the morning, we stayed there till evening because of network issues and see crowd. I even had to pay. The Nigerian thing started and racketeering now began. So I had to even pay extra so that they would give me serious
attention,
serious attention, and that's how we ended up doing it that same day. Or that's most people that came for the registration that they had to come back the next day. It's quite unfortunate, actually. All right, so moving forward to our top stories. Why Monday markets not picking up in Southeast? Okay. This interest has continued to trail marketing, business, and commercial activities in Anambra State after Governor Soludo of Anambra State forced traders back to markets to stop the sit-at-home order still being observed by traders and residents of Anambra State. Traders seem ready to fully return to the market and streets for commercial activities, but they have not been able to convince their customers, both within and outside the state, to come to the markets to continue their business activities on Mondays. Also, interested traders who are ready to return to the market are not finding it funny transporting themselves to their respective markets under exorbitant cost of transportation without seeing customers to patronize them to recoup the money they spent transporting themselves to markets. A visit around Onitsha by Vanguard revealed that apart from the market, traders, artisans, and private shop owners doing different businesses along the roads and streets are not open for business, with many street and road business operators' shops on the lock and key. Shops located on streets that have no link with markets opening or closing located within Oguta Road, Oka Road, New and Old Cemetery Roads, Old Markets Road, New Market Roads, which link to Onitsha Main Market and markets surrounding it, we are seen on the lock and key. Also, shop owners along New Market Road, known for dealing in interior decoration materials located between NNPC filling station towards Zenith Bank and UBA along New Market, to shopping malls known for dealing in phone accessories, have their shops locked with the bank along the road also not operating. All right, and that is a fortunate thing in the state. It's one thing for you to start shouting people to open up. It's another thing for it's gonna be a gradual process. Even in Enugu, even in Enugu, Mondays are always empty. So well, it's gonna take time. But the point is, the message out there to all Igbos: please, let's start coming out on Monday. There's no point sitting at home will not help the cause of our brother Nnamdi Kanu, who is incarcerated. It's not gonna do anything. It's only impoverishing us. It's only harming us. In fact, it's harming us in every way. So I don't really understand why we should be sitting at home on Monday. But I believe that with time we'll get it right.
That's right. Well, this is our last story this morning. Okay, the last one this morning is alleged genocide. U.S. Congress panel submits Nigeria report to Trump. I'm going to be very brief with this. All right, the United States House Committee on Appropriations and Foreign Affairs on Monday officially submitted to the White House a report detailing their findings and recommendations on addressing the alleged persecution of Christians in Nigeria. Recall that President Donald Trump, after redesignating Nigeria as a country of particular concern, mandated Congressman Riley Moore and Appropriations Committee Chairman Tom Cole to lead a comprehensive investigation into the alleged persecution of Christian communities by terrorists and the security challenges plaguing Nigeria. Moore confirmed the submission of the report on his X handle on Monday evening. Moore had earlier led the delegation on a fact-finding mission to Nigeria, visiting internally displaced persons camp in Benue, speaking with victims of terrorism, and meeting government officials led by the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu. The findings of the report stems from interviews with expert witnesses, a hearing and roundtable 2 on the ground assessment through bipartisan congressional delegations to Nigeria, and close partnership with the Trump administration. Moore stated that the U.S. team now has a clear picture of the threats in Nigeria and the alleged persecution Christians face. He said it was expedient for the Nigerian government to seize the opportunity to deepen and strengthen its relationship with the United States.
All right, and before we draw the curtain on our top stories, we're going to take this very important last story. We have reports have surfaced in Turkey about Galatasaray's struggle to pay players' salaries, including that of Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen, due to a bloated wage bill. But insiders in Istanbul have claimed that the player is happy at the club. Turkish daily newspaper Hurriyet reported that some players have not received their wages for the past 2 to 3 months. After beating Juventus 5-2 at home last week, Galatasaray lost 2-0 away to Konyaspor over the weekend, and the rumors emerged raising questions about the team's selection. All right, I'm glad that U.S. Congress is actually doing the needful, and just hope that
cooperating with us to
yeah.
put an end to this issue of insecurity. Yeah, it's welcomed always. Just that some people still have concerns, but then
of course that's it. All right, that's where we're going to be wrapping it up this beautiful morning right here on 106.9 FM. Good morning, Core City. Thank you so much, Esther, for always coming around and for always lightening up my day.
Don't mention it. It's a pleasure.
All right, so remember you can always join us same time tomorrow. Please, we sincerely apologize for starting behind schedule today. Tomorrow we will start right on time. All right, join us always on YouTube at Going the Radio 106.9 FM and on Facebook at 106.9 Going the Radio. Until tomorrow, go out there,
take
crush
care.
it.
Have an amazing day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ba-da-dum,